Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. So, I am being reminded of the movie Honey. And it's this part in Honey when little Romeo character is going to jail and he get out. And when he get out, he got some new little dance moves, right? Even though in reality it was like his signature dance move. But anyways, he got some new dance moves and he do his dance moves and they like, oh, you learned that in jail, you learned that in jail. And then he said, I'm trying to make every experience educational. The scripture come from Psalm 120. What a song of accents. And yes, I was a little Romeo fan. You couldn't tell me like I was in love with when I was a child. With his concert and everything, baby. It had flows. What was it? Flow passes. While Ball was dating this guy that got backstage passes, and I was 2 days shy and nervous to go back there. Anyways, so 120. I have called to Yahweh in my distress, and He answers me. Oh Yahweh, deliver my soul from a lying lip, from a deceitful tongue. What does He give to you, and what does He add to you, O deceitful tongue? Sharp arrows of a mighty one, with coals of broom trees. Woe to me, for I have inhabited Mish. I have dwelt with tents of Kedar. My soul has dwelt too much with him who is hating peace. I peace, and when I speak, they are for war. So here's the message. God said for somebody that there is somebody that keep on trying to, it's like every time you say something, they trying to go against what you say. God said when it come down to it, what you say is what you say, and that's the end of it. You don't, like, in reality, you don't owe nobody no explanation. Just like I'm thinking about the situation in the movie, he kind of like didn't have no choice but to kind of go down that path. And yeah, he turned around, and but he didn't turn around until another opportunity was given to him. And that's what's real. And for somebody, it's almost like there's somebody that's constantly trying to attack, and you are literally as peaceful as possible. You haven't did nothing to them. And if you did, it wasn't intentional. It ain't no situation where you were deliberately trying to attack this person or you deliberately did anything wrong to this person. But they keep trying to attack you as if you are just the big bad wolf. God said when it come down to it, when you are being peaceful and you're not sitting around causing people harm, it ain't no situation where you can curse me for just sitting here and minding my business. And that's just what it is. I cast that back to you. It ain't no situation where you can curse me and I'm trying to wish you good and I'm trying to wish you well. It ain't no situation where you can curse me and I'm simply defending myself. Because when you are attacking, okay, when you are attacking, you are the one that is in the bag. You are the one that's in the wrong. And that's just what it is. God said this is somebody that it's almost like, I don't know, I just feel like that just is, I don't know what it is. I don't know what you got going on, to be honest. Even when I think about the movie, like, it's almost like, they wasn't attacking him per se. They was happy to see him. They was happy that he was free. You know what I'm saying? But it's almost like, I almost feel like it's, but I guess when there was a spark coming, like you learned something in there. I mean, you can turn anything to a learning experience. And that's true. What he said, you know what I'm saying? As somebody that been to jail. You can, in fact, turn anything into a learning experience. You ain't gotta, it ain't a situation. Baby, done been in the slums of the slums of the slums. I done been in some of the hoodest and roughest spots and stayed there for a little while. It's places I didn't live that, you know what I'm saying? You go on YouTube right now, they got several videos talking about Third Ward and how it is one of the most dangerous little neighborhoods, bro. I used to stay there with my ex-husband. I used to stay there. I used to live there. And then was living there not too long ago. Baby, I grew up over there. Low key. That's where my the church I grew up at is over there and everything. My godmother used to stay there and everything. I had, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't even give, you know what I'm saying, in the bottle. at Lost Ward, all over Third Ward. I used to jig all up, baby. I used to be in D-Bar every night. Like, come on now, all along that little strip, bro. And like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. It ain't no situation where faces too, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no situation where I'm just like a stranger to being in certain areas and doing and being around certain people and doing certain things. But what I will say is you can in fact turn anything into a learning experience. That's just like me getting messages off of Star Wars, off of cartoons. Um, I can receive messages through random books I read, through, you know what I'm saying? It could be me going through a magazine and seeing a certain picture. It's like you can turn anything into a learning experience, but you have to be willing to be the type of person that will learn. And I just feel like somebody is really angry that instead of you being prepared to go to war with them, you were kind of like, oh, well, it is what it is. And you move it on with your life. Don't nobody got time for that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to sit around, kick it up, drop it, you do that. But you do that over there, okay? Don't come over here with that mess. You can keep it over there, okay? Really, you can take whatever it is you talk about and shove it, as far as I'm concerned. I ain't got time for that. I got other things to do. And I get it. I'm in waiting right now. I'm waiting on God to move for me. I'm waiting on God to do whatever it is that He gonna do. But I know it's coming. It ain't no situation where somebody finna make me feel some kind of way. Or somebody finna, you know what I'm saying? Like with every time God has made a promise to me, He came through. Now my thing is, I feel like at this point I need to remain single, okay? For one, because I'm sick and tired of, you know what I'm saying, what I just went through and how that man felt like everything that God was blessing me with was just for him specifically. And you know what I'm saying, the way that he was moving and the things that he was doing, you know what I'm saying, sleeping with the neighbors and, you know, tried to put it be like basically in such a messed up position to where he was just constantly cheating. We were constantly fighting. I don't have time for that. I don't feel like going through that. Nor do I feel like being nobody's side piece. I don't feel like it being a situation where it's on again and off again. I'm too old for that bitch, bro. To like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to deal, bye, okay, bro? I don't have time for that. I don't have time for no confusion. I don't have time for none of your friends acting like they your girlfriend. I don't have time for your homie or your employee or whatever you want to call it acting like they your wife. I don't have time. I don't have time, and I don't have time no more. I like it. You can save it. You know what I'm saying? I got enough going on. I do. I have enough trouble going on. I do. I really do. I don't need nobody trying to, if you not adding in a positive way, baby, hit the door, bro. Hit the door, bro. Hit the door. And glory be to God. I ain't playing. I ain't really good riddance, god dang it. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I don't have time for that. I already dealt with somebody that was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, doing what they was doing and taunting me while I don't have time for that. And you know what I'm saying? And it sucks that I didn't catch it until, you know, the end. But once again, I'm hearing one thing and he's steady telling me another thing. And because my only proof is my dreams and my visions and you sound crazy. You making stuff up. I don't believe that that's about me. You need to stop it. Da, 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 da. Okay, then. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. But you know what I'm saying? When somebody come to me and tell me directly, oh, yeah, your dreams was true. Uh-huh. And everything, this is what this been going on. That's been going on. This been going on. That's been going on. I can't help but to be like, all right, then. All right. You know what I'm saying? What can you say? And for somebody, I just feel like, honestly, at this point, it ain't even I ain't even letting it get to that point. It ain't even finna be no situation where this whole crowd of people is telling me one thing, you telling me something else, and I'm finna just listen to what you know. I'm over it. I'm not even gonna deal with that, okay? Until everybody has come into agreement. Y'all figure that out. Y'all figure that out. Mm-hmm. And I'm accepted as it. In reality, at this point, after how that went, I would just assume that what they said is the truth. And until you can prove to me that that ain't the truth, I'm going to assume that that's the truth. And the reason I'm going to do that is because in my previous experience, it was a situation where the crowd was right, okay? And he was lying through his teeth. And that's fine. I don't have time for that, okay? And I know men lie every day, women lie every day. And I don't have time for it. I don't. And I don't have time for nobody attacking me behind it. And I guess that's what somebody you going through that. Somebody like a whole group of people attacking you behind somebody that you was talking to, somebody you was dating and trying to make you feel as if you done did something wrong and you just all the way confused. Baby, go ahead and just pull out of it. Good riddance to them and let it go. Because what else can you do? What else can you do? What else can you do? Except say, oh, well, okay. Sayonara. Okay, bye. Okay, deuces. Because what else can you do? Because, baby, and that's like, that's the end of it. And that's, bye. Okay, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. You take the baby and go about your business. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time, and ain't nobody got time to smoke. That's the message. And don't nobody have time to be sitting around trying to figure out what's going on either. 11-11. Baby, be messing around and gave yourself a headache. You know what I'm saying? Mess around and made yourself sick trying to figure out trying to follow the context clues. And baby, it's this, and baby, it's that, and baby, it's that, and baby, it's this. Forget that. I'm not dealing with that. I like how things are going right now while I'm receiving messages for other people, okay? And it's coping steady. It's chilling. I don't want nobody coming in and messing up my energy. I don't want nobody coming in messing up my life, messing with me in general. I am in a position to where things are starting to get, like, it's not all the way awesome, but it's on the way to being awesome. And I can smell it. I can feel it. I can feel it in my energy. I can feel it in my spirit. I can feel it in my heart. And you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's why I've been enduring a lot of attacks right now. And it's because God is working. He's coming. He's coming. He taking his time right now, but he coming. He coming. He coming. He coming. And I know sometimes depending on how big the blessing is, it may take a minute. But I know he coming. And I know he coming. And I have faith. And I've seen it time and time again. Like before it was time for me to go to the desert, it took a minute. But he came. He sure did. He came. I was going through it too. Baby, it felt like right before it was time, like before everything had came into it, I was ready to go. Everything was falling apart. And I had felt like I just felt so stressed out. Like I do right now. Even though I don't feel as stressed out because I went through this before, but simultaneously, it is kind of frustrating. I mean, it's kind of hard not to be in a position to where you're stressed out when people are telling you to your face, you know, I put a hit out on you. You know, I'm trying to send people to come and kidnap you. I'm trying to get this happen. That's like, I can't study. You know, 13, that's how I say that. I don't care how much of a gangster I am, how many gangsters I know, and how many things that, you know what I'm saying? Baby, that is a whole different kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? And I can't study. After this year, as this year is starting to come to a close, like, I know that I have, you know what I'm saying? As big and bad, bruh. Baby, I shocked myself this year. I'm shocked. I am shocked. I can't believe I'm still standing 10 toes down. I can't believe I'm still able to walk around. I can't believe, you know what I'm saying? I'm leaving this year ended with just me having this little scar on my, baby, I can't believe it. After all I've been through this year. After all I've been through this year. After how many times people have tried to kidnap me this year. After how many times people have tried to literally kick my door in. How many times people have robbed me. And you know what I'm saying? Fights, how many fights I done got into this year. Baby, it's been a tough one. It's been a tough year. But when it come down to it, I can't believe I survived all this mess, bro. And because of that, I'm not about to allow nobody, I don't care who you are. I don't care what you got going on. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how handsome. I don't care how fine, bro. I don't care about none of that. Baby, go and say it don't even matter if you put it down, bro. Baby, what I say, you're not finna come and disturb my peace. Not finna come and disturb my peace. Baby, especially not with no confusion. Oh no, that ain't finna be no baby. You not finna disturb my peace, and then you giving me a headache, and you ain't even my man. No, 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 we not finna do that. I'm about to choke. You can say that. We ain't dealing with that. We ain't dealing with that. We ain't dealing with that. Oh no, 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 no. And that's the message. Thank you guys for watching.